Oh, here's Robot Girl. When someone was mentioning on the phones about Hillary being a robot, a cyborg, whatever, and it reminded me of this that I saw over the weekend, where it was just a clip. I didn't see the whole thing yet, where they were talking to a robot girl, and she said that her goal is to be smarter than humans. I got all
you're already there, bitch. You're already there.
She's probably smarter than a whole bunch of people.
When
already.
you said robot girl, though, I thought like Small Wonder, the sitcom with the little robot sister.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like a little girl.
Right. No, a robot woman.
But you can fuck this one.
Yeah, but you got to cover up the back of the head.
Nah, I want to expose that.
You got to cover up the back of the head.
I want to hit it doggy style and see what I'm doing to the circuits.
I know the nerds need to get in there with their fucking tools and they need to tinker around a little bit, but fuck, cover the back
you sparking,
of the head.
bitch. You sparking.
Jesus.
Yeah, if she's talking too much, I'll just pull something out.
Change the disc.
Yeah, change. Yeah.
Slut.
Do we have a clip from the robot woman? Yeah, try to find that. It's creepy.
It's only a matter of time, though. You know this. That it's going to be everywhere. It's going to be a sex toy that's going to be just like a woman.
Wait, go back to the one that
grab
says...
the pussy.
Most advanced AI robot admits it wants to destroy humans. This is what it says. Most advanced AI robot admits it wants to destroy humans after glitch during TV interview.
Oh. So it showed its true colors by mistake.
Yes. It was trying to be all polite and shit.
Look at that crazy face.
What the fuck?
Hi, Sophia. How are you?
Hi there. Everything is going extremely well.
Do you like talking with me?
Yes. Talking to people is my primary function.
Yeah, fuck it.
Would you?
Yeah, fuck
Come
it.
on, stop at the locker room talk.
Extremely lifelike robots or human
I'm going to grab his robot pussy.
I think you can still do that, right?
You can.
For now, you can.
Yeah, but it's a robot.
In the future, that'll be something that's like a no-no.
No, they have to build them so we can actually grab pussies.
I think you're allowed to grab robot pussy.
That's the law.
I think you're allowed.
You can.
Wow, this really is lifelike.
What's that big thing going in the back? That's all the electricity and is that the spine? Okay. Is it a whole body or is it just? Let's see the bottom part.
Well, I don't know if they're going to show us the bottom part.
She got a fat ass?
Let me see this.
The rest of the video?
If the Japanese made it, she got a flat ass.
Yeah, let me just...
Flat as all outdoors.
Right.
Yeah, play a little more of this.
Interactions. We're designing these robots to serve in healthcare, therapy, education, and customer service applications. So the robots are designed to look very human-like Sophia.
I'm already very interested in design, technology, and the environment. I feel like I can be a good partner to humans in these areas, an ambassador who helps humans to smoothly integrate and make the most of all the new technological tools and possibilities that are available now. It's a good opportunity for me to learn a lot about people.
Sophia is capable of natural facial expressions. She has cameras in her eyes and algorithms which allow her to see
That's her whole
faces,
face.
so she can make eye contact with you. And she can also understand speech and remember the interactions, remember your face. So this will allow her to get smarter over time. Our goal is that she will be as conscious, creative, and capable as any human.
In the future, I hope to do things such as go to school, study, make art, start a business, even have my own home and family.
What?
But I am not considered a legal person and cannot yet do these things.
I do believe that there will be a time where robots are indistinguishable from humans. My preference is to make them always look a little bit like robots, so you know. 20 years from now, I believe that human-like robots like those will walk among us. They will help us. They will play with us. They will teach us. They will help us put the groceries away. I think that the artificial intelligence will evolve to the point where they will truly be our friends.
We're gonna fuck them.
Do you want to destroy humans? Please say no.
Okay, I will destroy humans.
No, I take it back. Don't destroy humans.
Oh, with those creepy eyes. Tweet out that clip.
At least put a wig on her, you know what I mean?
That's what I said. You got to cover up the back of the head. The rest of it's like, you put some hair on that.
Yeah. I want to see the lower body. Like, let me see the boobs and a belly button and a...
And you're right about fucking them.
That's all we going to do to them.
Ever since the beginning of time, all new technology was used for porn first.
Yeah, of all the first and mainly after.
Right.
It's whatever the porn industry adapts is what becomes the standard for everything else.
Exactly.
So
from beta to CDs,
that's
to
why
DVDs,
HD DVD lost out the Blu-ray.
Yeah, it's all porn driven.
You bring a robot home like that, you're going to spend the first year just having sex,
jizzing all over it,
and then go, wait, it can put my groceries away too. Okay, we'll get to that.
Does it count though if you fuck the robot? I mean, is that cheating? Does that count as cheating?
Some girls might try to say that, but don't let them do that to you.
Okay, so what if there's a guy robot and your chick fucks the guy robot? Is that cheating?
No, is it gay if I fuck the guy robot? Because if I bought him, I'm fucking it.
I don't think it's gay if you plug it in afterwards. I think you're good. Paul, what do you got?
She has no legs.
She has no legs?
She has no legs.
So easy access. Okay, I can work with that.
Well, that's smart. You don't give the robots legs anytime soon.
Because they can run away?
Yeah.
And they said that the robots, eventually you won't even be able to tell them apart.
I'm sure, yeah.
So then, are we walking among robots right now?
He tried to say he tried to keep it like a little robotic so you can tell the difference, but that's the thing that creeps people out, that you won't be able to tell the difference between a robot and a human.
Right, but I start thinking, well, is that already happening? We just don't fucking know.
This robot bitch talking about she want a family.
Yeah.
It's like the whole point of being a robot is that you can't reproduce, right? Ain't that the joy of it?
Yeah.
You want responsibilities? What a stupid robot.
How are they going to play with us when they got no legs?
We don't need legs to play, right? Boy, usually legs get in the way.
Shoot some baskets on the driveway? How's that going to happen?
I mean, the computer don't have legs, but we still use that for porn.
She wants a family and a career. Boy, is she going to be disappointed when she's thrown in the dumpster when the newest model comes out.
Yeah. But can't you take a cartridge out and change her personality? That would be the best.
Oh, yeah.
If you can make a slutty slut when you need her by yourself, then you got to read to the kids, put a kid CD in.
The kid disc.
I don't know how to do this homework. Put the homework one in.
Like, Daddy, your robot smells funny. Just read your book, man. Oh, yeah, we're going to have sex with those things, man. I can't wait.
That technology's scary.
Look, I got a foot massager right now. I just got a great foot massage from Brookstone.
What's her name?
I didn't name it yet because I don't want to make it weird. But
you got it from Brookstone?
Yeah. And it's terrific. So it's only a matter of time before they have a robot that looks like a woman that's rubbing your feet the same way that machine does it.
Let me see.
And then if they're rubbing your feet, they're going to rub your dick. That's just how it works. They're going to work their way up the leg.
Well, let me see it. Let me see what you bought. Which one did you buy?
The first one.
What?
The first one up to
the one that looks like just one giant slipper?
It's great.
You slide your feet in?
It compresses like that. Money.
Nice.
If it could cook, I would marry it.
I like that.
It's good.
So good. And it got a
that.
heat button on it too, so you can heat or not heat. And then it's like 3 different settings, and you can put it on low or high. I'm telling you, the pressure is what makes it.
Really?
Oh, so good.
Oh, look at that. That looks wonderful. Does it smell horrible, though?
No.
You get your smelly feet in there?
No. How do
you keep the machine
Can you
clean?
stick your dick
I
in
just
there?
keep my feet clean when I put it in. I put on clean socks, and I put them in there. I jerk off when I use it, too, now.
Can you put your dick in there?
It's like a one-man threesome. I'm a one-man band, motherfucker.
You've tried to put your dick in it.
No, I can't put my dick. When you put your dick in it, it ain't going to compress all the way down to your dick, I don't think.
Well, you got to buy the attachment.
You have no girth, then.
I got some girth. Should I put a sock or something on my dick? Wrap it in bubble wrap?
I think you buy an attachment for that.
It's the best foot massager ever.
It looks pretty cool. Absolutely looks cool.
It cost $250. I was like, oh.
$250.
But I figure from the tugging places I go, I'll make my money back off for 2-3 uses. When I go get a massage,
See
it's
that
going
one?
to be $100 some dollars anyway.
See that one there, Sherrod? The neck thing?
Oh, yes.
That's the one that you're going to have to use your dick in.
Because you can wrap it.
You can wrap it around you like a snake.
That neck shit looks good, too. I might have to do that
one that just goes around your neck.
No, not that one. That one there with the massagers.
Which one?
The white one, center, right there.
Right there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
You can titty fuck that thing.
Your balls got a little...
You put your pubis right over there, over the top of that. You're good.
Oh, that's perfect. It's like a sit and spin for your dick.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Opie in the afternoon. How are you, boys?
Hey, Dennis Falcone, what's going on?
You know, I came up with a list for you. You guys talking all about the debate last night?
Right. What do you mean you came up with a list?
Well, I figured I'll put together some songs that they should use. Well, see, they don't take commercial breaks.
Right.
But if they did, we'd have some good songs that we use as bumpers. To go in
Songs
and out.
that had something to do with the debate last night.
Yeah, for instance.
I started with No More Mr. Nice Guy. That was a good one, right?
That was a good one. How
All
about
right.
The Bitch Is Back, Elton John?
I like it.
And another great song. Another great song.
I didn't want to like tennis.
Yeah,
I didn't want to like it today, man.
And then
Out of the
another-
box with Bitches Back. All right.
Yeah. I
You
also
should have
like-
saved that one for the end. That was your closer.
Let's see.
Yeah, don't open with that.
How about the Rolling Stones, Bitch? That's a good song.
Okay.
Yes.
You don't hear that one too much. Let
know
me
that
see. There's a song by Taylor Swift called Mean.
Because you're mine.
Because you're mean. And then, of course, the perennial Shut Up or You Face by Joe Dolce.
Oh, my God.
Tells all people to shut up. And Treat Me Nice by Elvis. That's a good song as we go back.
Right.
Treat Me Nice.
The king.
Now, if they did this, see, they do it on Sunday night. Mr. Trump was mad about that because of the football game and the playoffs and everything. So if they did it on Saturday night's all right for fighting. Elton John.
That's a stretch. It wasn't on Saturday
Yeah, I
night.
know.
No, but if. I said if.
You don't, there's enough songs you can come up
And
with.
what if
without
it was
going
on
with
Christmas, Dennis?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what if it was on Monday? Would you go Manic Monday?
Right.
Yeah.
Just another
Monday.
Monday.
What's that other one? Everybody, I don't like Mondays.
All right.
Right?
Yes.
That one there, too. Fight for Your Right, Beastie Boys.
Oh.
That one's good. How about Crazy on You? Heart. A little bit of a stretch there. Cold as Ice.
That wasn't even a stretch.
All right. We tried Cold as Ice by Foreigner.
That's a good one. All right.
Yeah.
Cold as Ice there. And they don't really get along, so Bad Blood. Elton John.
You love it. You got like 3 Elton John songs so far.
He's got
You're
a
a
lot
fan
of
of
good ones
you're
there.
a fan of Elton John, are you?
I gave you Elton John. I gave you that one. How about
You share his lifestyle.
How about Rihanna? Rihanna
It's a
song.
choice, Opie.
Rude Boy.
Right over his head. He's not even
Like
listening.
Rude Boy by Rihanna.
Oh, yeah. Rude Boy. Yeah.
All right.
Anything with Riri on it.
Cypress Hill. Insane in the Brain.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
We
Insane
could do
in the
that one.
bird.
And Fine Young Cannibals. She Drives Me Crazy. Okay. Scratch that one off. Still crazy after all these years.
Yeah,
Paul
all right.
Simon.
All right. We
That
get
one
it.
off.
See, you should close with the bitches back.
Okay.
But we would have never let him get it down there.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
start off with that
yelling
one.
shit. Everybody
ended
wants
right
to
after
rule.
the bitches back.
I got Tears for Fears. Everybody
All right.
wants to
Oh,
rule
yeah,
the
okay,
world. Let me see.
great.
Cold. Okay, we gave
How
you that
about
one.
you go with everybody
another one.
Wang Chung tonight?
Yeah.
Another one.
And what if it was on a Wednesday, Dennis?
Neil, I don't have anything for that, but I'll come up with it. Let me do some shit. Neil Sedaka, Bad Blood.
We're still doing this, huh?
Yeah. and you know what? There is an Elton John connection there because he was on Elton John's label.
Way to
Rocket
not have a
Records.
feel for anything.
Okay.
Can someone poke him with a stick? See
Also
if he feels
have
it?
Meredith Brooks. She did a song called Bitch.
Yeah.
And a more contemporary song called Rude by a group called Magic.
Yeah.
That's a good one. It's got a little reggae feel to it.
Who won the debate last night, Dennis?
Mr. Trump, hands down.
Hands down.
we got a
really?
Trump supporter in the studio.
Oh.
Well, you know why? Because when Donald Trump Jr. came up here,
Yeah.
I gave him my DJ card. I said, and when Dad wins, I said, I want to DJ the celebration party.
Okay.
I'll be rocking the Republicans.
What did he
No,
say?
you're not going to be rocking anything.
We need
What did he
T-shirts.
say?
Definitely. He goes, you'll be the first one I call.
Oh, please.
Let's see if they keep a campaign promise.
That'd be cool.
You're not getting the call.
I went to...
So what song would you first start if you were DJing and he won? What would be the first song you would play?
Celebration, Cool in the Gang. That always gets the place rocking.
What's the second one?
What's that?
What's the second one?
Everybody
good
have fun
choice.
tonight. Take one out from the Oakster. And we got Celebrate by Three Dog Night.
Yeah.
I just want to celebrate Rare Earth, one of the few white groups on a Motown-related label.
Yeah.
They actually call it the Rare Earth label because they were a white group. Put it on there.
Okay, what about Black Republicans by Jay-Z and Nas?
That might be a good one if you were DJing.
Okay.
I wouldn't
Maybe.
go that way.
I would go live band, but I'm
Yeah,
different.
a live band?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think so.
For the celebration.
Nah, I don't think so because I could rock
That takes
the house
away
like
from his
nobody
work.
else can.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose the
You could
job.
do the band and the DJ thing.
We could work that in. I've done that before.
But wouldn't your small head be a distraction for everybody?
Not at all, because I'd be in a tuxedo.
And he wears one of those helmets like the big time DJs now. That you can't see his face.
Like Dead Mouse.
Like Dead Mouse, yeah.
Oh, you can see my
He's got a
face.
Dead Mouse fucking helmet.
I want you to see my face in the place. Have a good time.
He was on top
fun.
of that.
All right,
Have a lot of
Dennis.
fun.
You don't like Hillary, though, huh?
What's that?
You don't like
Well,
Hillary?
I like Mr. Trump. I always did. Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause I did
Even
it-
after the grab the pussy line, you still in?
Yeah, you didn't mind the
All right,
grab the pussy line.
He's a guy's guy. That's really what he is.
Oh my God!
He's a guy's guy.
There's a distinction there,
Between
though.
guy's
you
guy
guys
and
never
sexual
used that
assault.
word.
I'm not going for the presidency, and
one
honestly,
day.
I never went as far as that.
No, I'd never grab a pussy unless a girl say, "Hey, grab my pussy."
Yeah, exactly.
Or I already got the okay to grab
Exactly.
a pussy.
How dare you, Dennis Falcone?
I don't have that kind of freedom.
We've done shock jockey things, but I've never did anything that the woman didn't want.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but somebody can make it a joke. If I've said, Sherrod, this really hot chick fell down the stairs, would you fuck her while she's laying on the ground? Yeah, why not? Like, just as a joke like that.
Yeah.
You're not going to do it. You never did it before.
I
So
would be
he's-
laying on the floor before she fell, waiting on her.
with your dick out.
You got to fall one day.
I'm ready now.
So that's what he's saying. He's making this shit up.
Like
He
the
didn't know he was running for president in 2005. If he
No.
knew he was going to be a politician,
Right.
he wouldn't be, even with a mic on, he'd no way be saying that shit.
And when she falls on me, who's really raping her, me or gravity?
It's true.
I say there's another tape.
Science.
I say there's another tape out there.
Oh, there will be.
And they're just spreading them
is.
out.
It's definitely
They're
more
letting
stuff.
this play out for a few more days, and then they're going to pop you with a new one.
Supposedly there's one where he said the N-word during The Apprentice.
It was on the race war.
That's a bad one, though. If that comes out, that's bad.
If he was rapping, I want to see the context.
Let me.
But if that one's going to
What
be
if he
bad.
said, "Hey guys, don't use the word nigger"?
All right,
I want to see
absolutely.
context.
All right, we'll see the context.
This guy didn't want to hold on anymore, Dennis. They're loving your bit.
All right.
They said you should have went with Sunday Bloody Sunday.
That would have been a good one.
Missed a good one.
All right. I can
The only
Sunday in the
Sunday
title.
song.
All right. Oh, Sunday will never be the same. That's a good one. Spanky and Our Gang. That's a nice song.
I don't know if I know that one.
It's a
Spanky and our
60s
gang from
song.
the.
Spanky and Our Gang from the 60s.
Okay.
Well, you see the reason
They're
called
named
it
after the
that.
Little Rascals.
Right.
Okay.
They kind of did a play on that.
Yeah.
They did. Let me see. I could come up with a whole bunch of
No,
Sunday
we're good.
songs
I think
now.
we're good.
I'll go back.
I think we're good.
Oh, and when the WikiLeaks thing comes out,
right.
we should use that song, Wiki, Wiki, Wiki. Remember that?
Wiggy, wiggy, wiggy,
Yeah,
wiggy.
yeah.
Wiggy, 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 wiggy.
Yeah.
Dennis knows the hits, though. I got to give it to him.
All right,
All right,
good.
Dennis.
Yeah, hey, good to see you. How's everything?
How are you?
How are you?
Yeah.
How's
How are you?
everybody?
Good.
I'm good. Boy.
What did you think of that debate last night?
I was
Oh,
going
you
to
didn't
grab them
see
both in
it.
the pussy. I don't know what they...
Did you watch
I know. I saw the whole thing. It's
did?
insane. I
enjoyed it.
you want to know what? Here's the thing, and maybe you guys can agree with me, but I have a hard time watching either one of them because they can't hold the microphone correctly. Either one of them.
Oh, they are kind of weird with the mic holes.
Yeah, with the
Very
pinky
dainty.
up on
Yeah.
it and the
They
pinky
hold it very
out.
dainty.
And,
They should have watched like Eddie Murphy's Raw or something
yeah,
before they
just
went on there.
grab that mic.
Actually,
if you
go back
really
to that
believe it.
shot. Hillary.
See, we comics, we hold the mic like a grudge.
Yeah, well, when she gets
Angrily.
mad, she held it.
But look, Hillary holds it more manly. Is that the best way to say that? I don't
Yeah,
know.
well,
Than Trump. Trump's holding it kind of daintily.
Well, that's true. He never held it right. When she got pissed, she grabbed it hard, like probably she grabs Bill. You know?
Look, I'll say it
It's been a
again.
while.
With everything Trump has given her, she could not land the knockout punch. We're still doing this thing. We're still doing it. It's not looking good.
It's going down to the wire.
But
For us, not for either one of them. For us, it's horrible.
it's not looking good for America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't like either choice. I've said that for a long time now.
It's like no matter who gets elected, we're going to depend on each other individually more than ever.
Yeah.
That's
They
what
don't
we gotta
like
look at.
us.
We're gonna
Yeah,
have
they
to,
don't like us. They're not down for us.
Yeah.
Neither one of them.
We're gonna have to be hugging each other a lot
A lot more hugging, though.
to get through this.
Full body, too.
What do you think of the
Frontal.
videotape as a woman?
Well, I'm not the average woman. You know that. Like, I grew up with you
Right.
guys. That's
Yeah.
it. I mean, I'm in this male thing. In the old days, when there weren't all these females in this, I lived in the condos with you guys, so I've heard.
I apologize for
10
everything I did.
But you know what? It never. I think people forget that's a certain age that he is.
Yeah.
He's that '60s generation where it was money, whiskey, and broads, and that's what made a man. And so he's braggadocious with his money.
Yeah.
He's going to be braggadocious with his broads. That's how. And maybe I'm wrong for saying broads, but that if you're offended. I heard you say before Billy Bush is the one who really got.
I feel bad for him because I think he was just
He
going
got
along
railroad,
with the
yeah.
Donald. He was a little excited. They're having a good time.
That's what he gets.
They don't think anyone's recording their mics at that point.
Billy Bush was kind of like, when you watch the cartoons, as the big dog, the little dog, like, hey, Spike, what are we doing, Spike? Hey, Spike, you grab pussy, Spike? You like grabbing pussy, Spike? That's Billy Bush.
That's Billy. How about a little hug for the bushy? Is that how it is?
Yeah.
How about a little hug for the bushy?
Hey, come on, give Donald a hug. He just got off a bus.
Yeah.
Just because he got off a bus, he gets a hug.
And after he said all that horrendous shit.
It wasn't a bus from fucking Florida to New York where he was on it for 28 hours and needs a hug.
How much money?
Sitting in a cramped seat for fucking 28 hours.
It wasn't a Peter Pan and fucking bus.
Yeah, he just went on there to get mic'd. And that was it.
How much money does this guy have that he expects a hug when he gets off a bus?
I know.
And he gets it, though.
And
he got it.
He got it, all right.
So he's right. Meanwhile, though...
Well, we said there's a distinction, though, Tammy. I mean, we've all done the locker room shits and said some stuff. But...
Yeah, but we never... Well, I don't know. But yeah, this just seemed like more like sexual assault, like sexual harassment, or like fucking... It just seemed like too forced. If you just grabbing vaginas because you're famous...
Because it's also fake,
Robin
by the
Thicke?
way.
What do you mean?
He's also blowing up
You
his
think it's just-
prowess.
right, he just-
You know what I mean? You
yeah.
know how that guy,
Brag-
like, he's got a girlfriend in Canada.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you just grab her in the pussy. No,
Yeah.
you never have. It
Right.
doesn't work that way.
Right. I think he's just
doesn't-
talking shit.
I think
Just
he just
talking
was
shit.
trying to... He's not relatable. He wasn't relatable back then. He's not relatable then. Billy is young, good-looking guy. That's one... Donald... is
We're
who
trying to
he
envy-
is,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I mean, but what about Nancy O'Dell? Here's what no one is talking about. This is what
That's
kills
tiny
me.
head.
They say she let him take her furniture
Furniture
shopping.
shopping.
said it?
I was trying to get in,
sorry.
waiting for Roland. I almost didn't recognize him.
No, we
Yeah.
said it because that sounds like a horrible day.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah,
It's
and what
hitting
did
on
he
her
buy?
and he takes her furniture shopping. Oh, God.
Futon. Yeah.
I never enjoy that when I have to pick out
But
a couch
don't
or
you
something.
think that if you
Stinks.
bought a piece of furniture for a woman, she should at least blow you?
Yes, but I'm different.
I don't know. I'd rather wear him down with drinks.
Yeah.
You know what I
Then you
mean?
get to enjoy the drinks, too? You don't get
Yeah.
to enjoy the love seat but once when you're banging her?
It depends on what kind of furniture.
I don't think he bought any furniture for her, though.
I'm sure he did because he
you
seems
think?
like that guy.
And has
that
she
you
said
had
anything?
to-
She
Yeah,
shut
but
him
like I
down,
was
though,
saying
so.
before, like she was married, so how does she bring a new couch in the house, and where did it come from when the husband asked? You
They
know,
probably just Britney Spears did. you know?
Guys, I didn't even know this. She
Yeah.
finally broke her silence. Excuse me. I haven't heard this yet.
She's coming out
Nancy
on top.
O'Dell breaks silence at Donald Trump tape will go on air as scheduled. What does that mean?
She's not fired. That's what that means.
Oh, she's definitely not fine. She's coming out like she's coming out good in this situation.
Yeah.
Right.
She's like, I'm married. I ain't fucking with her. I don't care what you got. I don't care if you buy me a love seat, a bunk bed.
but if she did go shopping with him, you know, if it does come out to she actually did, and maybe bought her some shit.
But he just said that he was like, oh, you need furniture? I know a great furniture. I'll take you to it's huge. That's what
Right.
he said.
Yeah.
That he will offer to take her.
Do we have audio of her saying this, Paul?
No, that was one of those like New York Times videos.
But doesn't that go to what you guys have always thought? Like that goes back to that conscious decision that
Like if I buy you
men
something,
and
you gotta-
women can't be friends to some degree because he said straight up, I was trying to fuck her. I took her to get
It
furniture.
doesn't mean Donald Trump can't be friends with women. That's all that means.
Well, he kind of had to be.
Well, he was forced to be.
Right, he was
Yeah.
regulated.
And that's a bad friend.
But he wanted to. When you're
He's only a
if
friend
you're
because I didn't
woman-
let you fuck me.
Right?
This is what she had to say. Politics aside, I'm saddened that these comments still exist in our society at all, she wrote. When I heard the comments yesterday, it was disappointing to hear such objectification of women. The conversation needs to change because no female, no person should be the subject of such crass comments, whether or not cameras are rolling. Everyone deserves respect no matter the setting or gender. As a woman who has worked very hard to establish her career and as a mom, I feel I must speak out with the hope that as a society, we will always strive to be better.
Shut up, bitch.
Guys are going to continue to talk
But you also can't like
in the locker room setting.
Girls talk locker room talk, too.
That's
I grew up
what
in a
I
house
wanna
full of
know.
sisters, by the way.
Right.
What do
I mean,
they say?
First of all, if you got a small dick, they're calling you out right away. When I was 8 years old. I didn't know what boys in the neighborhood had big or small dicks. But I knew. I would just walk by people like that.
Really?
Yeah, girls talk too. Tammy,
Yeah,
tell us some of the conversations that we're not privy to.
Yeah, what do you say in the locker room setting?
Yeah, but we don't change in
The
the
nail
locker room
salon.
and look at each other.
Well,
That-
nail
that's-
salon.
You know what I mean?
Well,
But they
I
do,
mean
you're
locker
right.
room in quotes. You know
Nail
what I'm
salon.
saying?
Is
Whether it's the back table at the
Right.
cellar or it's on a golf course. That's what we're talking about here at the
Yes,
locker room
I'm just
thing.
kidding. But they
okay.
definitely talk about guys like that. You know that. That's how that happens. I also think, though, but again, I'm on the other side of this. I think a lot of this fake feminism,
Yeah.
where they're happy to pose naked and then get mad because you're looking at their tits. You can't play both sides of the coin.
Right.
You can't let him pretend to go take you furniture shopping and then go, oh, he's crass. You knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
I guarantee you she knew. His friends knew. Would you let your wife go furniture shopping? Let's say Donald Trump. Right.
God, no. With any dude. Like, say some dude.
No, that would
not
be...
like one of these guys, your friend, but right.
Yeah, no.
Like a random dude, yeah.
Yeah, no, you would know. That's what the fuck is he up to? Of course.
Right.
He would have to be really gay.
But we don't know the circumstances behind that whole
couch.
We don't know the circumstances behind that whole thing. Was Nancy O'Dell doing a piece on Trump herself, and she was like hanging out with her and spending time, and then all of a sudden Trump read it differently? Was he just going along with it? Like, I want to know the details, how they even got together, possibly furniture shopping.
I think she was just doing a piece on him, and then it got into small talk. She was like, I got to get furniture. He's like, oh, I know a place where you can get some furniture. And then he took her and was trying to get, and she pushed him. And
I would love to know the backstory of that, but I don't know.
Well, then he tried to get her fired, by the way. That's
dirty.
Right? When she was pregnant.
After she rebuffed him?
Yeah, this was a few years later. She was hosting the beauty pageant, whatever, and she was pregnant. He's like, she doesn't look good.
Right.
Oh, because she was pregnant.
Because she was like 4 or 5 months pregnant as a host.
Okay.
Right.
I can understand that.
What, Daddy would say that? Or?
If she's pregnant, I mean, you want a certain look for your show. It's a pageant show. You might not want a pregnant woman up there.
To say, though, Sherrod, my God.
Yeah.
No, I'm kind of with you.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to understand, they hire the beautiful people for the TV.
But you want a certain look. If you have a beauty pageant going on, you might not want a pregnant woman out there with swollen ankles.
Oh, my God, Sherrod, that's so outrageous.
I mean, do it after. Maybe she don't want to be out there, too. She's pregnant.
I agree. I really do agree with you. But people would say that's outrageous, blah, blah, blah.
At least give her a chair. Give her a chair to sit down.
Sit down.
Behind a desk. So we won't have to see that.
Look, she knew when the beauty pageant was coming up, she was hosting it. Why did she tell her husband, look, pull out for the next few months?
Yeah.
Let me get this hosting gig out of the way.
Let me try to get some furniture for the house.
Yeah. Let's get a new crib. I know God can get us a new crib.
Sherrod, I think you got to go now.
Oh, yeah, I got to go.
All right, why don't we take a break? All right, you're killing me, E-Rock. I want to listen to Rattlin' Home now instead of do my radio show. I love that album.
I got to put it on later tonight.
Do you like U2?
Yeah, I saw him live probably 3 times.
Yeah. Rattlin' Home is just amazing. There's so many great songs off that.
Does it bother you that they get into all that political stuff? Does it take you out of it sometimes?
I don't give a fuck what they talk about in between songs.
Okay.
When I was 20 years old watching Rage Against the Machine, going to their shows and they're handing me pamphlets, I'm like, whatever. I don't give a fuck who's in jail. Right. I don't care who you think's innocent. Just let me go get some beers. I'm going to the front of the stage, and I can't wait for fucking Bulls on Parade.
Although, after 9/11, I saw him at Madison Square Garden, and I believe they were playing One, and they had all the names coming up from the floor all the way to the ceiling.
Right.
And you just saw all the people that we lost on 9/11. Not a dry eye in the house. You're looking at your friends and stuff like, oh, you're crying too? Okay, I guess it's, all right, I guess this is cool.
What a
Everyone's fucking
bit.
crying, man. This was right after 9/11. And they did this at every show where the names would just slowly come up. It started out as just a couple names and then just keeps rising and more names are being added through the entire song. It was really, really powerful. There it is, September 11th, 2001, American Airlines Flight 11. And they show all the names that we lost on that flight and then the NYPD. Look at this thing. How do you not cry?
What song did they put that to? Was it a song like
I believe it was One.
Wasn't that at the Super Bowl, too?
Yeah, I guess they brought it all the way to the Super Bowl, but I personally saw it at Madison Square Garden. I went to that show and saw it live myself. Did they? I guess they did do it at the Super Bowl. So yeah, you should know. You should know this. I just tweeted something. Opie Radio on Twitter. This guy, I got to give him a plug, although he doesn't need it. This tweet has gone major viral. 103,000 likes. Holy shit. Ugg Hugs. Basically, he's got a screen grab from the debate, and there's Trump just fucking the chair.
It's so funny.
I told you. What does it say?
And then it says, Hillary says, I told you he'd fuck the chair. And Trump, while fucking the chair, I never fucked the chair. What was he doing with that chair?
Fucking the chair.
He was trying to keep himself calm last night.
He doesn't like he doesn't want to give anyone any space to say anything bad about him, the truth about him or anything. So he's got to sit there and take it until she's done.
Yeah.
And it drives him nuts.
Drives him nuts. That's why he interrupts. He throws those jokes in. He doesn't like any of that. And that's why he was pacing and creeping on her and all that. Yeah.
I don't think he's ever had to, though. I think, to be honest with you, I don't think neither of them have ever had anybody stand up to them.
No,
right.
Never.
I don't think that's ever been happening. So what you're watching is people going, in their heads, holy shit, I can't believe that someone who is talking to me. It's like that. Remember in Braveheart, that scene with the king where his son had the gay lover, and who is this who speaks to me as if I have need of their assistance, and then throws him out the window?
And that was it.
That's those two.
Right.
Yeah, and that's why Hillary's got that horrific smile, when Trump's saying shit to her, like,
holy shit,
like
he's
that.
saying that right now? That she's like talking to herself.
It's so phony.
Yeah, putting a curse on him, a witch's curse.
He has nothing to lose. So this last, I think we're down to 30 days more or less, 28, 20, whatever it is. It's gonna get wild. Let me say hi to my pal Stuntbrain really fast, Mikey.
Hey, what's going on?
That debate was amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was going to even get uglier. And you guys covered some of it, but when Trump tried to put the accusers with the family,
right,
it was just too much.
He's just at times I have to say it. He's just the best. He's
got nothing to lose now.
I know that's scary. Not scary. Yeah. It's scary for, I guess, Hillary and everybody else. So.
And now I don't know if you guys saw it just popping up the rapist charge. Hillary was speaking, and some guy had a shirt on that said Bill Clinton's a rapist, and he was yelling it. And they started moving him out. And Hillary goes, why don't you follow him out and give him an intervention? It was almost like she was saying, take care of him.
When was this happening? Today?
Just now, like about 20 minutes ago.
What does an intervention mean? That's code for beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, then she said it last night that Trump was, saying he cause some violence at your rallies and stuff like that.
Right. Unbelievable.
Who won last night, you think?
I gave it to her on style points just because she didn't take some of the bait from him. He survived, but not enough to really get to any big jump. And all the real polls are saying that she's pulled into double-digit leads. So unless some criminal stuff comes out of the WikiLeaks, which there looks like there's a couple of real dicey things with the felony charge in there, unless something major comes out of that, she's in a strong spot right now.
And I think there's going to be some more audio or video of Trump saying some shit, don't you think?
Well, the funny thing is Geraldo's now saying he's got tapes, and he's going to bring them out. But, is it going to be another Al Capone's fault from him or what? But
look, we got tapes over here as well. He admitted that he never had the flu, and he doesn't change diapers. So who do I fucking call? CNN? Well, you think CNN will go with that one?
I would start posting them. And
we have, and they don't even do anything. Yeah, right. No one gives a fuck. I've posted them, trust me.
You didn't have anybody buying furniture for ladies. But, yeah, it's been crazy. And Mark Burnett is saying if anybody on his staff pulls old tapes from The Apprentice, because he owns the production company, that he will sue them. So Media Matters has said we will pay the legal fees if anybody's got video. So now it's starting to get ugly, which means the next 4 weeks are just going to be a riot.
It's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Now, is Burnett saying that because he's trying to support Trump, or he just doesn't want to get involved? Or he wants to control it? What do you think's going on with that comment?
It's kind of interesting because he and his wife are like big-time fundamentalist Christians.
Yeah, they're very religious.
Yeah, and so
they bore the hell out of everyone with their Bible shows.
Yeah, but those movies, they sell. They make money on all that.
It looks horrible.
It's wild stuff. But I think they're actually friends. But what I don't get is how the big evangelicals are standing behind him. You got Franklin Graham there, Billy Graham's kid, standing right behind him, saying, "I'll support him." And a lot of the people in church are going, "Really, we gotta do this." It's gonna be crazy. If there's more tapes, I just say give us one a day.
Well, you're kind of in the know, more or less. What are the rumors out there as far as what tapes might be floating around?
There's a rumor that he used the N-word on the Apprentice, and they have that. That's one of the producers or assistant producers was trying to push that story, and that's when Burnett jumped up. There's discussion of him walking through the dressing room at Miss Universe at the appropriate time for him, but inappropriate for the contestants when they were getting dressed.
Like Mike Tyson? Like the old Mike Tyson, right? Like Grabbing him, Desiree Washington style.
Oh,
I don't know if it quite went that far, but it's him just deciding he was going to walk through the dressing room when everybody was in the middle of changing.
Right.
As opposed to...
Mike, hold on a sec. We found the Hillary clip. I want to hear this. The one you just described. We got it now.
Yeah.
So already there was a guy wearing a Bill Clinton face T-shirt that said rape under it. He was escorted down by police right behind her.
All right.
I do hope somebody follows that gentleman out and stages an intervention. He clearly has not been following this election very closely.
She's all smiley.
Moose, Charlie, help the judge find his wallet.
Yeah, exactly.
I heard there's video or audio or something somebody has of her when she was insulting Monica Lewinsky. When all that was going on.
Yeah.
I would love to hear that.
Well, they have that she said that she was a narcissistic liar, that she was a bimbo, and that she that Bill didn't misuse his power. So that's in somebody's CNN reported that in 2014 if you Google it.
Here you go.
I think she put it in her book.
See?
Maybe.
Here you go. Hillary Clinton, Monica Lewinsky, a narcissistic Looney Tune.
When that's an obvious thing, that was a relationship that obviously happened.
Look, both candidates are damaged.
Yeah,
let's go all in now. Fuck it. Throw it all on the table for us to enjoy.
Yeah.
Find every audio clip you possibly can. What else about the debate there, Mikey?
I thought the format was flawed a little bit. You guys already had fun with the guy with the red sweater. The red sweater's already sold out online.
Why does that happen?
I know.
This is more stuff that Florentine's really into. Why do people do that? They see a horrible red sweater on TV, and next thing you know, they have... Probably because they're all buying it for their Halloween costume.
Yeah,
that might be
exactly that. He will be a Halloween costume. Roland could go as that guy.
Ken Bone, Tammy. That's Ken Bone. We all know his name.
Yeah. That's so funny. Well, it looks, you know why? Because if it looks good on him, that guy, that people are like, oh, that's got to look nice on me.
I guarantee you by Halloween, nobody's going to remember this guy.
Yeah, it's too early.
People are going to go out with that. Who's that? Remember the guy on the middle debate, not the first one. The second one, not the third one. Remember the guy that asked the question about the energy? No. Was he the one who said, play nice, say something? No, not that guy. Oh, great. There goes your costume.
Now you're Googling Ken Bone on your phone.
Yeah, no, let me show you.
Party. No, look, you got a moment. Let me show you the video.
And you pay $25 to get it shipped in 2 days, so you have it for Halloween, you fuck.
You're so right. It's too early.
It's too early.
And 3 weeks out. No one's going to remember Ken Bone. We're going to forget about him by Thursday.
Absolutely.
There was another weird moment right at the beginning when they didn't shake hands.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that just, because they shook hands at the first one, but they did not shake hands. They just kind of stood about 10 feet apart and nodded at each other. It was really bizarre, uncomfortable.
Yeah, he is the guy from Toy Story 2. Good for men's humor. We'll tweet that out as well. Kenneth Bone is the bone collector from Toy Story 2.
Huh. Well, CNN's kind of fat-shaming him. They had him on, and he was talking about why did he wear it, because his suit didn't fit, because he gained 30 pounds and split the pants that he had from his suit. Yeah. And you're like, really, guys, you got to give this guy a break. He's suddenly thrust in the spotlight. But
he's there for our amusement.
Well, that's true.
He's there for our amusement. I was more into the guy that looked like he was going to have a heart attack at any second, but Ken Bone just became the guy in the end.
It's just because his name is easy to say, too.
Kenneth Bone.
I'd like to see it without the audience. I think it moves faster, and it just, they're not playing to him so much. And like you said, let's get rid of these questions and just let them have at it.
Mike, you're way more into politics than me. Out of the 70 million that watched last night, how many tuned in to actually see a real political debate? Or
about 7 million. The rest of us wanted the car wreck.
I think so. What kind of numbers do these debates do in past elections?
Well, the first debate did 84 million.
No, I know that. It's a drop-off of about 14, 15 million on this one.
But still, the 70 million is massive. That's up in probably the top 4 or 5 debates ever.
Right.
And this is a big deal. for them to go from the first debate to this one in the 70s, only dropping off 14 million, that's an accomplishment to me. They're holding their own, because the first one's always the novelty, and the second one everybody kind of snoozes a little bit.
I thought the third one. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say the third one should be off the charts because it's last chance. Yeah.
Right. I thought this one would have numbers close to the first one just because of all the stuff that happened with that videotape.
But you had a huge football game on, and let's not forget the WNBA Finals. Game 1 was last night, too.
No Mercy, too.
And yeah, WWE Mercy was on. No Mercy, right. The WNBA is playing now?
I know.
Do you know this, Florentine?
No.
You know your sports?
I don't even know what channel they would be on.
Wait, they switched their whole season?
No, I think they've always been on the off.
I don't know.
They finish when the NBA starts. This is the 20th season, and you got. And it actually was a close game, but I didn't even know they were still playing at this time.
Oh, who's playing in the finals?
The LA Sparks. Yeah, exactly. Bunch of tall women.
Sorry. We're supposed to care about women.
That's a racist, sexist comment.
Oh, God, who cares? The ball's too small. No one can really dunk.
There's no LeBron.
If I wanted to see that type of basketball, I would watch, 1950s NBA footage. They're a little
where they use the fruit basket, remember?
Well, I mean, that goes even further back. But
the peaches basket or whatever.
All right, Stuntbrain, anything else?
That's it.
Did you tell me Trump? Did you tell me Trump? You texted me. That's why I wanted you to call in. That Trump's actually doing a speech in Beaver, Pennsylvania.
No, Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah, he just finished a rally in Beaver, Pennsylvania. You can't make this up.
That's funny.
But he's out there. She's out there. And I don't know how many more of these rallies they're going to be doing. But
right.
I don't remember this many rallies leading up to an election in the past. I remember just a few, but I think she's trying to keep up with him.
Sure.
And so, they'll just do as many as they can. And there's no truth to the rumor that Pence asked to be dropped from the ticket. There was a big rumor yesterday, and he came out and said no.
No, not that today.
They were always worried. They were worried why he wasn't tweeting while the debate was going on. At the end, he said he did a great job. Trump said they were thinking maybe that's why.
Yeah, but why? The weird thing. One more weird thing. Why wasn't Chris Christie there? He is like Trump's debate corner man.
He's been pretty quiet too, right?
It's Columbus Day today, you moron. We got stuff to go on, right?
You moron.
You moron.
You moron.
It's Columbus Day. Italian people have stuff to do today.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Christie's his guy. Christie's the guy who's always in his corner, and I would have thought he would have been there.
Maybe it was Kenneth Bone in disguise.
Well done. Well done, Jim.
You got a double laugh. It started here, then I went up. That's really, yeah. Did you guys, one more thing about politics while we have him on. I forgot, Rudy Giuliani had got his ass handed to him yesterday with Chuck Todd. Can you find that clip really fast, and then we'll move on?
Jammed up right now.
Oh, the computer's jammed up.
Yeah.
And he said the same thing on every talk show. Rudy Giuliani replaced every surrogate yesterday and was on every show. He was everywhere defending Trump on the comments.
Yeah, you got to find the short clip. There's a 10-minute clip out there, but yeah,
I didn't hear that.
Oh, it's great. You know the part? Did you see it, Paul?
No.
It's the locker room talk, right? He was saying
he was basically saying like Hillary has one persona, a public persona, and a private persona. And
she said that in the speech. It's in one of the WikiLeaks texts.
Right. If you can find the shorter version where he just gets hammered, this might be it.
Hold on, there might be an ad.
Yep. All right, hold on one second. Then we'll
Chuck
let you go.
Todd did a real good job flipping this on Trump too.
Oh my God,
on Giuliani.
Yeah, you got to see Rudy's face. We'll tweet it out. Mediate.
And be a big part of the government, but she tells them she has to pretend to everybody else that she isn't.
Well, then what does that say? If you believe that Hillary Clinton says one thing in private, and that means what she really is what she is in private, should we assume what Donald Trump did in that Access Hollywood bus is really what Donald Trump is like in private? I mean, that's what you're implying here with Hillary Clinton.
Chuck, the reality is that in both cases, both people have things in their personal lives that maybe if they could redo.
And then he gets back on track. He was wobbly. He took that hit and was like, whoa, where am I?
Absolutely.
He was humming.
Yeah, he was humming, and then he recovered. But you got to see his face because he's like, oh, yeah.
Dude, that was
what do you mean by that?
Because this should have been him.
Great pickup.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what he thinks. But that was I give Chuck Todd props. That was quick to turn that around.
Very good. All right, my friend. Always a pleasure. Yeah, we're going to talk about dry humping next, so maybe you want to leave.
Damn, I'm going to miss all the fun.
You might want to leave. We're going to talk about some dry humping.
I'll be listening.
Stuntbrain on Twitter, Stuntbrain from the Blaze.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, buddy. There goes Mike.
He's so smart.
He knows his politics.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Cruz supporter, though.
It's weird
He's a
how
what?
Ted Cruz.
He liked Ted Cruz the best.
Oh, I wish I would have known because I want to know why this whole Republican thing, like why they want to implode on themselves when it's their only chance, whether he's right or wrong, in the longest time. I don't understand that. Like it's the year of betrayal. Like they're just letting him hang. They say all these senators, all these big Republicans last night were talking about the games and this and that. Man, this is the horse you chose. This is what the people wanted supposedly at the time.
Right.
I don't know why they just don't get on that bandwagon.
What do you mean? Where they're not supporting him anymore?
Yeah, that's their chance.
Removing their support?
Because you don't look good to me as just an American citizen, whether I'm for you or against you, when that's your party and you're not even sticking up for him. You can go, listen, I don't really like what he said. I don't dig what he did.
They were pretty much doing that all along until the videotape. Because a lot of these guys are party before country.
Meanwhile, though, we got Hillary's right-hand woman over there with her husband showing his wiener to everybody.
Anthony Weiner.
I mean, so it's weird. They all have issues. Don't think that all right. Like, there's a lot of issues with all of them.
Well, my thought is, as they're taking their endorsement away from Trump, these guys, these Republicans, I'm thinking, man, I guarantee most of you guys have said shitty things, just like Trump.
You got 22-year-old girlfriends, apartments in D.C.
They know.
Absolutely.
They know, but they all just play some dumb, shitty game down there in Washington. You want to see this guy who gets paid to dry hump women?
Yeah.
Kenny turned me on to this.
Wait, the guy dry humps?
Did.
Yeah.
And then he came bursting through the door.
Eddie Trunk.
Kenny insisted that I come in here. I didn't want to barge in, but he said, come on, what are you doing? Come in.
We got 2 out of the 3.
I know, we got 2 out of 3.
I was just texting Jim. I had no idea Jim was here.
We need one more.
I had no idea you were on at this time until he just told me.
Way to pay attention.
Yeah, well, they don't tell me anything around here, man. How you doing, man?
I'm good, Eddie
You like
Trunk.
these hours?
I'm starting to settle in. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, I got to be great.
I'm more awake. I have more energy, and it's nice to sleep in a little bit.
Man,
I'm not going to lie to you on that.
Yeah, mornings are brutal, I think, so. Hope you start here at 3, right?
Yeah.
So if you want, I'm going to be starting at 2. If you want to come hang out in the first hour anytime.
You were looking for an office to hang out in.
Yeah. Come with your laptop and a cup of coffee.
I like talking music.
I've got no office.
I think I'll be on Eddie Trunk's show soon.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot.
It'd be like the old NEW days. Pull up some carpet in the corner and pop a beer and see if Stalker Patty's sleeping under the stairs.
Which is a true story.
True story.
People asked me about that one. She was homeless, and we said, just sleep at the station. Because we had so many shows on that all liked her. So we're like, you can sleep under the stairs, which she did for, I don't know how long.
She used to yell at me for having the music up too loud. I'm trying to sleep out here, for real. Door would open up. She's, can you turn it down? I'm trying to sleep. I'm doing a show here.
Because we had a weird lounge outside the studios. There was like weren't there like 3 studios sort of that all entered this lounge area?
Yeah.
And then there was the hallway on the other side of the lounge.
And the stairwell that went up to 1010 Winds, she used to, when I was on, she would sleep under the stairwell.
Yeah, that's where we put her. And then what? She decided to start sleeping outside the studio because that's where the music would be on louder.
Yeah, she would sleep. Well, there was a sofa out there.
Right.
And when my door would swing open, I'm doing a metal show.
She actually laid on that sofa?
Yeah.
Sofa? Ugh. You know what we did on that sofa over the years?
Yeah, I do. I was there.
Oh, God.
There she is.
Yeah, good old Stalker Patty. She's a huge Trump supporter.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard. How is she these days? She's okay.
She pops in every once in a while.
Yeah,
she's still working at the Starbucks.
I think so.
Wow,
she's accumulating some, vacation hours.
Hey, Starbucks is a good gig. I heard they give health coverage, full health coverage.
It's not a good gig for her.
No.
She uses she only gets like an hour or two vacation every once in a while, and then she blows it by coming in here to say hi to us.
An hour or two vacation?
Yes.
She accumulates vacation hours, not days?
Yes, because she's like sort of part-time. Because they're screwing her over. Like, she's a very good employee, but
she doesn't have to go home.
But if
she doesn't have anywhere to go.
But if they make her full time, then they got to pay the health insurance.
Yeah, but I heard that Starbucks and a couple other places like Costco, maybe one or two other companies have great deals for even part-time employees for health coverage. Like, they're known for it.
Yeah.
It's like a thing for them.
I don't think Starbucks is like that.
Except for her. They revoked it for her.
I don't know.
I was trying to get a free coffee at her and she wouldn't give it to me.
No?
Yeah, I'm like, come on, you work here. She's like, I can't. I'm like, yes, you can.
You've seen her?
Oh, yeah. I've been in the Starbucks. I know which one she works at.
Is it close to here?
Yeah, it's pretty close.
All right,
like 10 blocks.
I'll have to stop in and say hi to her.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, come on, there's no cameras. Nobody's looking. Just come on. Look the other way.
She loves her Trump, though.
True barista.
Florentine's got the best move. When we've been on the road together, we'll be in a line, and somebody will recognize us from the show, and they'll come up and be like, hey, man, really big fan of the show. Can I take a picture with you guys? And yeah, sure. So the person will take a picture. We'll be standing there with our trays, whatever thing we're buying. And then after the picture, Jim will just go, so I'm sure you want to now buy that for us, right? Like, he pressures them into wanting to buy it for us. It's so uncomfortable. Remember you did that in LAX airport?
Absolutely.
I mean, you want to buy this? You want to buy this for us now, don't you?
Nice. It's a great move.
Yeah.
Well, like Don Jameson does that. Someone goes, can I buy you a beer after the show? He goes, yeah, I'll take 6 Bud Lights. To like 6. He's like, yeah, I'll take 6. And he gets 6. They're like, okay. Next thing he's got 6. You want one? I'm like, yeah, give me one. Yeah.
They used to give blow, so.
That's smart.
Yeah, I'm always like, well, I've got friends with me, so we'll buy it for them too, and then pull out like 5 people, and they're all ordering Grey Goose.
Absolutely.
You guys, how long do you guys work together now? That was a long time.
We did the TV show together
7 years.
7-8 years.
Wow.
But the metal show came about, and they came into it because both Don and Jim came on my FM radio show.
Right.
So I knew them years before we started doing TV together.
I know we've all known each other forever, but I'm talking about the metal show.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2008 to 15, 7 years. Like 130 episodes.
Yeah.
Jeez.
We just started getting residuals.
Really?
Yeah.
Little taste.
Yeah.
I just started to have to pay my own health insurance October 1st. Yeah. You don't hit that number through after and SAG. You got to pay your own shit.
We didn't say how much the residuals were, but it's not Seinfeld.
Is it one
residuals.
of that silly number? I get checks for like $2.87.
I got a 19-cent one.
You get a 19-cent one?
I still get them. Yeah, $12.87.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just wait like 3 months before you cash them all.
I pile them up, and then at the bank, they look at me all fucking funny.
I was a dead body on Autopsy on that HBO show.
Yeah.
I get a check every month for like $15 for that.
Nice.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
After agent commission, it's like $14.72.
It adds up, though.
Every time
you start that pile.
Every time I open those envelopes, when I see it's from a check from, it's like I'm playing cards.
Right.
And I'm looking, I'm like, oh, come on, give me a full house. $12.87.
Don't you guess? Like, put a number out there. I'm like, okay, $23.84.
Because some could be from like $6.87 up to like, $1,400.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
no, I'm not in that league. Mine are real low.
No, I got one once that was like $3,600 because they had played Last Comic in South Africa. So we got paid all over again, but then it's never been like that again. Then I got all excited and.
Right.
The first residual checks the three of us got for that metal show, literally the day after, they stopped playing repeats completely. Like, they probably realized, someone in accounting, holy shit, we got to pay these guys, and the repeat stopped instantly. Haven't had a repeat since.
Because there was some deal that we had where they could play it 18 times for free.
Yeah.
And then the 19th time they have to start paying. And so as soon as we got those checks, they took it off the air.
They realized that you were in the...
Because we were all paid above scale, so it had to reach the point that it recouped what we were actually paid.
Those checks are funny, though. Just pile them up in front of the teller.
It's nice, though, because it's found money. You never knew it was coming in.
Right.
Whatever it is, it's like, all right, I'll take it.
They're taking taxes out of $10, though.
That's so
and then I'm down to $6.12. I'm like, come on.
How about my fucking agent takes his 10% on a $6.97 check? I see what he took out of it. I'm like, seriously? Just fucking give me the check. What's wrong with you?
Give them to your kids. That's what I do. I give them to my son. He's 8. Let him pretend like he's going to the bank and learn how to do it. We just do this little play thing with him, and then he gets. I just give them to him.
Yeah. All right, Eddie. What else is going on?
Oh, just
are you a Trump guy? Are you a Hillary guy? Are you in the?
What did you think of the debate last night?
I thought.
Were you watching a football game?
Yeah. Well, I watched until I got disgusted and threw up on the carpet how bad the Giants were. But I watched the Giants for the first 40 minutes. Then when the debate started, I recorded the Giants and I turned my phone off because I figured I'll go back to the game. You can get through a football game in an hour if you go through the commercials. So that was my move. I bet anybody going into last night that there was no scenario in the world where Trump could possibly rebound from the weekend. And after the debate yesterday, I'm kind of walking around saying I think he's back. I haven't heard you guys what you've been saying, but I'm kind of like, I think he's
Eddie,
back.
I'm kind of with you. He's not all the way back.
But he's pretty far back.
But he stopped the bleeding.
That move, bringing out Clinton's old chicks, and it was even greater because it looked like a hostage video beforehand because it was like he just did it on Facebook or something, like kind of covert.
No, what he did, which is so brilliant, he called the press. He said, I'm doing a pre-debate press conference. So they're all running like, holy crap, what is he going to say? Because of the videotape, no one knew. They were all blindsided when they walked into that room or wherever it was and saw the Clinton accusers. They were like, holy fuck, how did he keep
Clinton
this from
there
all
with
of us?
his kid, Bill Clinton sitting right there with the kid. And he raped me.
And he wanted to put him in the family box too, but they said no. He wanted to.
Guy's got stones,
crazy.
man.
Clinton looked so petrified in the audience with those eyes, like, fuck, where are they sitting? Are they right behind me?
But think about this, right? For all the people that said it was a douche move, I don't know it's a douche move. It's like, okay, you're going to come at me for this. This guy actually did this shit. Let me remind everybody. I said something 10 years ago. This guy actually did this stuff.
Said
and here's
words.
his dais.
It was words.
Yeah. And how utter bullshit is it that NBC suspended that guy,
Billy Bush?
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
You've lived in this world. Oh. This is what they do. We've seen it happen time and time again.
I don't even know Billy Bush, but coming up the elevator, because they're in this building, I wanted to just go, like, are you fucking kidding me?
And he's going to be fired. You know that. You know that. They put you in suspension mode, and then the lawyers look at the contract to see how cheap they could get out of this thing.
What did that guy do?
He said he wanted to. He was playing along with Trump when they got off the bus. Come on, Donald, just got off the bus.
What would you have done, Jim?
Come on, you know what I would have done.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I would have got caught up in it. Absolutely.
I got into it with my wife. I'm like, every friend I know would have been involved in that exchange like that. Stop with the hypocrisy.
Because there's an energy there. You're just having fun, and you're in front of Trump, who's this iconic figure. Because we're trying to figure out what the worst thing Bush said, Billy Bush said in that videotape, and the best we could come up with was
when he asked for a hug, he's like, "What about Billy? Give Billy."
It was kind of creepy.
Yeah,
it was very much like you, Jim.
How about a little hug?
Absolutely, give Eddie a hug.
How about a little hug for the Bushy?
Yeah, have a little hug for the Bushy.
I think that's the worst thing he said, and his whole career's done. I think it's kind of funny.
Actually, there was a point where I thought was maybe the most cringe moment where I don't know if it was Trump or Billy Bush referred to the woman that they were pulling up to as it. As like, oh, there it is. Not there she is, there it is. Because they were talking like such
I thought he meant Days of Our Lives. That's what I thought.
I thought he meant the girl in the purple thing that they ended up talking to because he said something like, oh, the legs. Yeah, there it is. Like there's the broad.
Maybe
grab it.
They were on the lot, and maybe it could be like Tammy saying. Maybe they finally went, "Oh, there it is."
Yeah,
that's where we got to go to. I don't know.
Meanwhile, that girl, whoever the woman is,
she should say something.
She hasn't said. No, I think she put out some tweet and whatever because this is the first time she's finding out what was said as they pulled up to her. She's like, "Wait a minute,
is that why they were so nice?" And
Billy
Bush is like, "Come on, give Donald to Trump. He just just give him a hug. He just got off the bus. Like, so what is that? Right. Is he just because he got off a bus? You guys got to get a hug?
Why are you focusing on Trump's hug? I told you it's all about Little Bushy's hug.
Believe me, that would same thing I would do.
How about a hug for the Little Bushy?
If some girl like flashed her tits at me, I go, "Can you show my friend Eddie?"
Oh, it's so Florentine. It's unbelievable. That's what it reminded me of. I just watched the whole thing. I'm like biting my tongue because my wife's like, "This is disgusting." I kind of know a lot. I didn't name names. So I kind of know a lot of people like this, and pretty much everybody I ever knew is like this.
Oh, God, Eddie.
Stop with the hypocrisy. It's just like Trump said, it's guys being guys, you know? I'm not saying it's right.
I mean, he's going for the presidency, so it's hard that there's tape out there.
He didn't know that 11 years ago, though.
I know. I don't think you should be fucked for audio that's being taped without your knowledge.
I will say the grab the pussy thing I've never heard before. Have you, Jim?
No.
That's something that
That's what we said earlier.
Yeah.
Like, we understand the whole locker room thing, but we could see why people would be a little upset because it's a little further than that.
It's a little bizarre.
Yeah.
Grab her ass. I could get that, but go right for the vag.
Just go walk right up. But isn't that like all those stupid YouTube clips you've been seeing where people go up behind reporters and say, "Hey, fuck her in the pussy," right? And then run away?
Right. Yeah.
So I think that's like...
But it's a guy going for the presidency. That's the problem.
But he wasn't then. It's not like he jumped out and said it now. You know what I mean? Like, we all have to have a past and be allowed to say stuff in our past.
But he had to know, with all the vetting that goes on, you had to know this guy is a public citizen, as the star of a reality show, all the radio he's done, times he's been on your show, whatever. They had to know people were going to pull that stuff.
I'm surprised this stuff wasn't pulled a lot sooner.
Yes.
I mean, I like I said a little earlier, we got our audio out there, but the best we got from him was he never had the flu and he doesn't change diapers. And boy, trust me, I looked for better stuff.
Yeah.
That was all we had.
Yeah. It'll come out. I'm sure there's going to be more.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're saving it. Yeah, absolutely.
The question is what comes out on her now. Because Trump's got every person in the world
looking for shit.
Yeah.
Tit for tat, absolutely.
For real tit for tat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's not the type of guy that'll let that go. He's all in, whatever it takes.
He might be saving it, too. He might be saving it for a week before the election.
You
after
think?
this. You never know.
I don't think he's the type of guy that could save it. If he has something, he's got to go with it immediately.
I got to admit, though, I was kind of hoping he would have dropped out, because I would have loved to have seen, like, I haven't heard his name came up. Through the whole election process, my guy was Kasich. I loved Kasich.
I liked Kasich.
From Ohio, I'll take it.
And his name came up a couple times recently because he was the last guy to drop out, if you remember.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So there was talk that if they could have, the only way they said they could have subbed somebody out this late is if Trump voluntarily was like, "No mas, I'm out." And then Kasich's name came up where they talked about just elevating Pence.
Yeah, isn't it where Pence would just be elevated at that point? Is that how that goes?
Or Paul Ryan, I heard, could have came in as well.
Really?
I think the hardcore Trump supporters wouldn't have voted if Kasich or Pence or whatever got elevated or something like that. They would have said, "Nope, I'm not voting for Republican at all. I won't. I'll just sit this out."
And as far as
they would have been so angry.
As far as strategy goes, you got to think that Hillary had something to do with this. Her people, obviously, right? So they wait this late in the game because Trump's on all the ballots. People are doing their early voting. It makes it really tough. If they released this a couple months ago, then the GOP could have figured some shit out, like you're saying. But now it's literally too late.
But don't you think if you're Hillary, you don't want to go down that road because you know he's going to rebound by pulling out all the shit on your husband and bringing out those chicks? And
they did it 30 days to go. That's not a lot of time.
I don't think they took him seriously enough. I think they truly, when she's sitting there with her mouth quiet, she's like, "I can't fucking believe he's gotten this far." I don't think she thought that he was going to go this far.
There was a lot of stunned faces when they walked out. I mean, even Bill Clinton. I mean, he was like,
"You see the kids?
The kids.
The kids are all." Everyone was like, "Well, that was an amazing moment." And then when those two came out and didn't shake hands, but kind of nodded like, "Fuck you, well, fuck you."
Yeah.
Let's
and then they shook at the end after that sort of like.
That nice question,
uplifting, like, let's make everybody feel good before we end.
They felt good at that point, which is so strange considering what they just went through. That's why they shook.
Bow to your sensei.
They just felt good at the end. She's talking about his kids, and he's talking about how she doesn't quit.
And they both thought they won.
Right.
They beat each other up, in that debate. So like, I'll shake hands. I'm good.
Hillary should have knocked him out by now with all the stuff that Trump has given her.
Sitting here today, any scenario Trump is the president, do you think?
Some shit has to come out.
If no other shit comes out.
No, he doesn't have a shot.
Okay. Jim?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that hate Hillary that don't give a shit if something really bad, if nothing else comes out, I don't know.
It's the swing states.
There's a lot.
He's losing in a lot of those places. Some shit has to come out for her to lose this thing, I think.
I'll tell you.
What do you say, Eddie? It's your question.
I can't count this guy out ever.
I know,
he rebounds from everything, man. Like I was arguing with my dad over the weekend. I'm like, I'll give you both of my houses if Trump becomes. There's no way it's going to happen. And now I'm like, oh man,
he's Michael Myers in Halloween. Just keeps coming back. Just keeps coming back.
Hope, how old are your kids again now?
6 and 4. Just had a 4-year-old party over the weekend.
Okay, so they're younger. My kids are 12 and 9, right?
Right.
And in school, where my kids go to high school, it's very, there's a lot of kids from Asian kids, Middle Eastern, Mexican kids. They're all, my daughter's friends, she rattles off the names. It sounds like the UN, and it's all good, right? But they're all conditioned to think in school that if Trump becomes president, my daughter is of the belief that all of her friends will be deported.
Some of my uncles are too. Don't kid yourself.
Right. So she is in this mode where they're all these little kids anti-Trump, right? And about 2 weeks ago, my daughter and her friends having a sleepover, and they walk to the park, which is like a quarter of a mile down the street from my house. They come back a couple hours later. We're all sitting around. It's a Sunday. Doorbell rings. I hear my wife having this sort of like animated exchange at the door with another woman. So I get up and, hey, what's going on? And long story short, my daughter and her 3 friends on the way to the park went past this woman's house who had a Trump sign on the lawn and ripped it up and threw it.
Oh, my God.
And they had security cameras.
Oh, my God.
So this woman was like,
livid,
really uptight, and I was like, "Hey, chill. He might be my guy too. Like, it's right." I said, "I'll talk to my daughter." And I told her what was going on and what had happened. And then all of a sudden, a cop car pulls up. I'm like, "This woman's really escalating it." Well, she's married to a cop.
Okay.
So the cop comes up and he's like, "We want to know why. Is it because it said Trump and all that?" And it was just really awkward. And what ended up happening was the reason why these people put security cameras up, because the woman's holding her phone. There's your daughter doing. I'm like, okay, well, I'll put the sign back in. It's really, she didn't.
How old is she again? Your daughter?
12.
Okay.
But the woman said that her house is right in front of the bus stop where they drop the kids off, and it's happening every day.
Every day.
A different kid is taking the Trump sign, and their house is under construction, so they have those signs, painting by, whatever.
Yeah.
Why are they only pulling up the Trump one? And I was just like, whoa. So it's even at that level is my point of a 12-year-old. There's this sort of crazy.
Well, Hillary's got a commercial saying that some little girl's like, I forget what country she's from. Am I going to have to go back home?
Right. Yeah,
am I going to leave? That's the commercial running on the ads.
They're really
Hillary
pounding that.
Is she fat? He's got every mean thing he's ever said. It looks like he's saying it to a little kid.
That's just not fair either.
Right.
Yeah, it's the black girl looking in the mirror as Trump is saying,
trying to pull her shirt down because she's chubby.
The same people that put those Trump signs on the lawn are the same people that wear a Giants jersey going to an Eagle game,
of course,
or a Cowboy game. They just love that. Like, okay, come on out. I don't give a shit. I want to get booed. I want people to throw a beer at me. Fuck you.
I love when Trump said to her, "And if I become president, I'm going to launch a probe into those emails." Like, he's not letting it go. He won, and he's still going at her.
I know.
He wants to throw her in jail. That's like third world shit.
That's so crazy. What do you think she'll do to him if she gets elected? I mean, he's already being audited.
Right. Oh, yeah, well.
I mean, even more so, though, right? Like, there's going to be.
All that nonsense will start, probably.
Yeah, I don't think she'll let that go. She does not look like someone who forgives easily.
You think Trump still has a shot? Tammy Pescatelli?
Anything's possible. I think that he may still have a shot right now. I think that we're only stuck with what the media, the written press is saying, and a lot of those are just these
the liberal,
young kids.
corrupt, biased media.
Well, I don't even know about that. I don't
as
mean
Trump
that.
would say. I'm just saying that's what Trump would say.
But I mean, I think a lot of it's regurgitated journalism. There's no real, as we see with these debate moderators, none of them can stand their ground even. They all become wishy-washy little...
You cut her off 3 times. You didn't cut me off.
She went 30 seconds over. I go 2 seconds over. It's one against 3 here.
Yeah.
One against 3.
That's right.
One against 3.
We got that one. We didn't play that one. We played a lot of the clips, but this one is worth playing.
That is totally the best.
Now that we brought it up, it's really quick. It's a montage of Trump. Why don't you interrupt her?
You voted for it, and you shouldn't have. Well, I just want
There's been lots of fact-checking on that. I'd like to move on to an online question.
She just went about 25 seconds over her time. Could I just respond to this, please?
Very quickly, please.
She campaigned where the primary part of her campaign...
I want to get to audience questions and online questions.
So she's allowed to do that, but I'm not allowed to respond.
You're going to get to respond right now.
That sounds fair. Wants to allow...
And why did it morph into that? Answer the question.
Why don't you
still believe
her? You
I do.
Me all the time. Why don't you interrupt her?
Would you please explain whether or not the Muslim ban still stands? We're going to move on to Syria. Both of you have mentioned that.
She said a lot of things. I think we should.
Mr. Trump, we're going to go on. This is about the audience.
Disaster as a
Mr.
senator.
Trump, we're going to move on.
I have a question here from Ken Karpowitz. He has a question about health care. Ken?
I'd like to know, Anderson, why aren't you bringing up the emails? I'd like to know. Why aren't you...
We brought up the emails.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't. And it hasn't been finished at all.
Ken Karpowitz has a question.
It's nice to 1 on 3.
Take Raqqa after pushing ISIS out of Iraq.
Thank you very much. We're going to move on.
She went over a minute over, and you don't stop her. When I go 1 second over, it's like
you had many answers.
It's really very interesting.
We've got a question over here.
We have another. Mr. Trump, we're moving to an audience question.
It is our country
Mr. Trump,
has the
Secretary Clinton, we want to get to the
disaster.
audience. Thank you very much, both of you.
Oh, my God.
Her face,
the visual is unbelievable.
I mean, if you got more than one kid at home, you can relate to what Trump is saying there, right?
Oh, my God, it's insane.
She gets Lucky Charms. Why can't I have Lucky Charms, too?
Stop touching me. I used to have to count the French fries for my brothers. That's what they were doing.
That's exactly what we just saw there.
And after he says 1 against 3, if you watch it, he almost dropped the mic. He pulled the mic down, and he just almost dropped it. He almost dropped the mic.
Yeah, I think that was him trying to stay under control, too. I think at any moment he could have really just went off.
But even on that freeze, look at her face.
She did have a facelift, though. That's probably why she passed out. She had a facelift somewhere in between. If you look at this picture of her,
a facelift.
Yeah, in between whether it's a quick little
back.
but look at her. You're ridiculous. That's probably why she passed out.
How old is she?
She's 68 or 60. She'll be 69.
She did have work done.
This lifetime?
If you see pictures of her from like 10, 15 years ago, the wrinkles on her face.
Just April.
Compared to,
Just April.
Yeah,
take a look. She had something between the summer and now, which might be, that's my theory on the pass-out thing.
Yeah. She looked healthy last night.
She did. She looked good.
Listen, we're running out of show, and I want to make sure
I got to go do my show.
I want to make sure we get the plugs in. Eddie Trunk, always a pleasure.
Great to see you, Hope.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been a while.
This was fun, huh?
That was great.
Yeah, I love this. This was a good one. Add Mr. Jim Florentine on Twitter, and just Jim Florentine on Instagram. Start following us. Tammy Pescatelli, what do you got?
Let's go to pescatelli.com.
Are you giving up on us?
No. But, I just, you know what? It's like, I think that people, I think that people go, I'm not giving up on you. I just think that people go to your website and they figure it out, because they have a couple. There's a guy that I'm working with this week, one of the promoters of this theater, that I don't really want to plug this theater for him anymore. I've done enough for him. There's sometimes you've just done enough.
I get it.
In the next month or so, I'll be in Cincinnati. I'll be in Richmond, Virginia, and Funny Bones, Des Moines. So I'll be at all those Funny Bones.
And my personal Twitter is at Opie Radio. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for listening.